Today's first news is that at FC Barcelona, finding outstanding jewels from the subsidiary is not unheard of. The Catalan giants are still known today for having quite technically skilled young players, as they have always been. Numerous exceptionally gifted young Barcelona players even secure spots in the starting lineup. The majority of these young players on the rise are strikers and midfielders. They are frequently the most prolific Barcelona starlets, outperforming their rivals thanks to their superior technical skills and creative qualities. But occasionally, a few exceptions also manage to surface. For Barcelona, Pau Cubarsí was an excellent acquisition. Although talented defenders are less numerous in La Masia and the subsidiary than their peers in midfield and the front line, their finding is nonetheless noteworthy for that same reason. It appears that Barca may have discovered another one now. Sergi Dominguez is the newest defensive gem discovered inside Barcelona Academy's walls, as Sport has pointed out. The 17-year-old Catalan defender is a player with a wealth of skills and abilities that he utilizes to support his team. When it comes to aerial duels, his capacity to be nearly untouchable is his most remarkable attribute. When the high-flying defender combines his formidable aerial domination with his defensive positioning, he can make a real impression in the air. Not only does the 17-year-old dominate in the air, but he can also play out from the back. Another exceptional quality of his that wows the coaches is his ability to bond with teammates and assist his squad in avoiding opponent pressure. Due to his unwavering dedication to the juvenile teams and his impressive performances in the UEFA Youth League and Honor Division, he has received several important invites. After Rafa Marquez called him up to play for Barcelona Atletico, it's now time for him to experience first-team action. Xavi Hernandez invited him to participate in the first-team training, and he went along with a few other young people. Even though it might be a little early to expect him to make his first-team debut, he still appears to have earned the right to be at least regarded as a promising prospect by Xavi. Second news is that every ardent FC Barcelona supporter is aware of the club's severe financial issues, since the club's economic and FFP concerns have been extensively covered in the media. Being one of the biggest and most renowned clubs in the world, Barcelona's problems have drawn attention from and remarks from a number of well-known figures. La Liga president Javier Tebas is the latest to weigh in on this issue. The senior league official revealed the primary cause of Barcelona's FFP issues in an interview with a Portuguese publication, as Sport has reported. They, Barcelona, have always had the habit of going to the maximum of the salary limit imposed by La Liga. There were players with whom the club could not reach agreements to revise them. The consequence was that the payments did not correspond to the reduction in income. Other clubs did achieve this. Real Madrid, for example, never reached the limit they could reach. They were more cautious, and that gave them the margin to be able to control the situation when the crisis came. Tebas, nevertheless, wasn't overly concerned about the Catalan club's capacity to overcome this issue. "I'm worried, but I'm not too worried because I know the club has mechanisms that will allow it to get out of the state it is in. It will have to adapt and see what the best options are to find the right path and solve the problem. Some options will be more aggressive and unpopular, others less so, and it is the executives who will have to decide what is best for the future of the institution." Tebas made the following remarks regarding the Blaugrane's financial difficulties as well as Barcelona's role in the Negreira case. "The worst thing we have had and will have in the history of Spanish football. It is incredible that a club paid the vice president of the referees for so many years. I don't think Barcelona bought referees, and it is very difficult to prove that they did, but what they did try to do was to influence the appointments, promotions, and relegations, which is enough for me to consider what happened very seriously." Tebas and FC Barcelona haven't always agreed because they've taken opposing positions on a number of issues. The La Liga president has previously expressed strong criticism for the Catalan team. Nevertheless, his most recent remarks, in which he agreed with Barcelona's version of events, particularly with regard to the Negreira case, will be positively greeted by the Culés.